what it's like working with me. So, like I said, I have um, different brands and businesses and stuff like that. I have two clothing brands. Obviously, this podcast is something I own as well. Um, and I'm just, trying to grow and grow more and more as a tycoon slash entrepreneur. Um, but I like to say I don't consider myself a boss. I consider myself a leader. Um, I think that my approach is more so people working with me. We only work we only work for God. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on God's time. God is ultimately who's in control of the time we have on this planet, and so we work for God. Um, and so whether we know it or not, even people who don't believe in God, I know I came up with this conclusion recently, like a person's belief has a far greater impact in terms of their reality than the truth. A person can believe a thing, and despite what you tell them the truth may be, if that's what they believe, their reality is going to reflect that belief and not the truth you're telling them. But nonetheless, the truth um, at the end of things always um, showcases itself, and that's how things end up being. That's the direction things turn out to be, right? But nonetheless, we all work for God, and the people that I work with, it's about working with me. Um, People I work with my brand and stuff, they work with me. They don't work for me, right? They don't work for me. They work with me, and I work with them, and that's my direction of how I do things. You're gonna be treated respectfully. I want to be treated respectfully as well. Um, and you know, it's all about us adding value to each other, doing things that can be beneficial for each other, working as a team, working as a group, having camaraderie, building rapport, um, because these things play big factors in the health of the relationships and consistency, right? So these are the type of things that when you're working with me is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Trust your word. You know what I mean? I'm big on your word. I know the popular thing is actions speak louder than words and all this other stuff, but your word is your bond. Your word is, you know, what you gotta lean on. You know what I'm saying? They say even in the Bible, the people's life is in their tongues. The tongue can determine the life and death of somebody, right? So I know a lot of people like to lie, do the actions, and when you lie, now you want to say actions speak louder than words. All right, that's what people do. They lie and then say, "Oh, actions speak louder than words." Um, but you know, we gotta be on the same page. Reason why, people's I'm so imperative on people's words is, one, I know that People like to manipulate and do all type of stuff when it comes to people, words and stuff like that. Say one thing, do another. So I'm very keen on that. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be somebody who, when you say something, you do exactly what you say? That's the type of person I am. And so, I think it can be a bit challenging, a lot of times when it comes to people, when it comes to what's said, and then people not following up with it. Please, if you want to work with me, mean what you say, you know, do what you mean, don't disconnect the two. Don't have me out here confused and, thinking make this, that, and the third. Like, nah, I don't do that because I'm not with that manipulative and mind game type thing. I say this, I'm gonna do that. If I say I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna show up. If I say if I'm a, that's what it is. And so that's one of the main things for me. And then time. Time is the most valuable asset we all have. And I don't do very well with very late responses. I'm the type of person that communicates very instantaneously. If I'm around my phone, you know what I'm saying? If I'm around my phone, I will get back to you ASAP. Like, period. I don't do I'm gonna wait this to try and play like I'm busy or whatever type game thing. A lot of people like to do. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not by my phone, if you don't hear back from me for whatever, I'm not by my phone. I don't just be by my phone and then people texting me or people saying stuff and I just try to play this busy game because I know that's that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing that um, people like to do. You know what I'm saying? They like to play the cool busy game and stuff like that. I don't do well with that. We will not be able to work well with that type of style. We need to be able to communicate effectively in a good amount of time because like I said, time's our most valuable asset. You're not gonna keep me just in some hanging loop for hours and if not days. And for some, I text you some basic, some that deserves a quick yes or no response, and then it takes you 2 days to respond. Like, that's not gonna, it's not gonna work with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of style just doesn't work where, going completely ghost and aloof. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't work well with me. You know what I'm saying? So um but nonetheless, I'm a type of person that gonna allow you to be you. I'm not gonna force you to be anything outside of who you are. I'm gonna try to cater to who you are and your strengths and your abilities and things of that nature. Um, and I'm gonna want the best. I'm gonna have the best intentions for you. Um, I'm gonna have the best intentions for you. Because to me, that's true love. You know what I'm saying? When you're well intended. Um, and so that's just little something as it pertains to working with me. Um, very, laid back, chill person. So if you have a hard time working with me, man, you just really got some I'm gonna be honest, you got some issues you need to address in your life, man, because I'm not a hard person to work with. Very easy guy to work with, not challenging type of guy. Um, like I said, I deserve to be respected and appreciated and stuff like that. I'm not gonna allow people to run over me or something like that. But very person, easygoing person to work with, man. So but yeah, that's what it's like. I want, I'm all interested, and people out there, if you want to work with me, um with my brands, specifically now my two clothing brands, Fit and No Labels, whether you're, whatever expertise that you have, talent that you can contribute, reach out to me via DM, email, whatever medium it is to communicate. Reach out to me and inform me on what you do and all of that, and we can go from there, man. So yeah, appreciate it.